Hey guys, it's Eddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my sort of daily makeup routine, which is actually also going to be a collab video with my friend on YouTube, Will Cook. He's a real makeup artist. You should go and check his channel. Boys doing makeup, that's what we need more of, yes. And when we were coming up with concepts for our collaboration, he suggested I do like makeup trends in Korea amongst men, which is actually kind of basically what I already do, so I guess I can walk you guys through that. And this is, you know, my daily summer makeup routine anyway, so you get to see that. So I haven't cleansed my face and already done my skincare. I'm going to start with primer. I'm going to use the Innisfree No-Sebum Blur Primer. This is an oldie but a goodie. I remember I stopped using this for a while, but I recently really got back into it because I really feel like, I don't know, I don't realize how good it is until I use it again. But it really fills in my pores, smooths out my skin, and it really does extend the wear of my foundation. If you happen to be in Korea or are looking for a dupe for the Benefit Professional, this is it. They're like exactly the same. And I do have stubble in this video. Not gonna shave it. Sorry, not sorry. Someone in my other video was like complaining that I had stubble and they told me to shave it. One, it's my fucking stubble, and two, they said it was like a mustache. Is this a mustache to you? Do you know what a mustache looks like? Anyway. So from what I've noticed amongst guys that wear makeup in Korea, it tends to just be very simple, like very smooth, poreless, lineless, flawless looking skin. It tends to be quite matte, and a focus on eyebrows. So yeah, that tends to be like the makeup that they tend to do. Good skin, good brows. Can't leave the house without my brows. Lately, I've been getting a little bit of color, so I do have to mix in a deeper foundation with my current foundations to, and my cushions to deepen the color a little bit. So what I did was I purchased the Loreal Infallible Pro Matte in their deepest shade, 106 Sun Beige. I think this is their deepest, well, this is the deepest shade they had at the PX. And then I'm gonna mix it with the Coverstay foundation from Pony Effect. I really like both of these foundations together. And this foundation is just enough to like match my current skin tone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Pro Matte foundation a little bit on the back of my hand, and then about I'd say like 4:6 ratio, 6 being the Pony foundation. Like you see, it's like completely covered, but I mix that on the back of my hand. I don't pump too much of each because these are such high coverage foundations that I really don't need that much. I'm gonna dot it all over my face. Both of these foundations are one of those, you know, long wearing, high coverage formulas, so a little bit does go a long way. And there is, you know, concealer that exists in the world, so I don't really need to, you know, put on too much foundation. I'm just gonna blend that out. I like to use this brush, this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, or the Puff in the Pony Effect Everlasting Cushion Pact, because they both apply foundation super quick and blends it really evenly. I don't know if they do it on purpose or because of the lack of availability of like shades, but sometimes they will go up a foundation shade like slightly higher to brighten up their skin tone. Put that over my eyelids as well to even out the discoloration on my eyelids. As you can see, that's done a pretty good job, so yeah, there's the foundation. Oh, I forgot to add, I'm gonna put lip balm on. This is the Ginger Sugar. It's actually an overnight lip mask, but at this point, my lips are so dry these days that this is like the only thing that will actually keep them moisturized. I'll leave it in to soak. For concealer, what shall we use today? I'm gonna use the Tip Concealer from the Saem, which is absolutely a fantastic concealer. I'm gonna use the middle shade because I kind of want to brighten the center of my face. This is not necessarily something that, you know, Korean guys will do because a lot of them are really lazy actually, and they'll just do like BB cream or foundation or cushion all over. But lately I've been kind of like slightly brightening the center of my face. So this is just what I do. This is the Skin Food sponge. You actually don't need to wet this one for it to blend really well. Alright. Now the foundation and the concealers that I use are long wearing and they're pretty matte in finish, so I don't really need to powder them, but I do like to powder anyway using an HD powder, just because I like the way it looks, and a lot of Korean guys have that very smooth, poreless looking skin. So I'm using the Clio Kill Cover Airwear Skin Smoother Pact. Now as a powder and control and like really mattifying your skin, I don't think this is like the most effective, but I do like the way it makes my skin look. And as you know, if you've been on my channel for a while, you do know I like that sort of glow that I might have at the end of the day. So this one will smooth out the look of your skin, but it's not going to really control oil like, all day. But I don't mind that because the foundation I use is long wear anyway, so I don't really worry about it. This brush from Vanity I've been using quite a bit actually for powder because it's super quick. I do have a discount code if you want this and a whole bunch of brushes for 70% off, so you can check the description box down below for that. But yeah, there is my base. Pretty quick. If I wasn't explaining this, it would have been a lot quicker, but next I'm gonna move on to eyebrows, the second most important thing. Lately I've been using the Etude House Duo one because it really gives you, I don't know, I feel like they have quite strong brows a lot of the times, the ones that do makeup. And for me, I do, as you can see, I have very straight brows, but a lot of them do have the slight arch up here. However, honestly, just fill in your brows however you want to fill them. I like the Etude House one because one, it makes it quick for me to draw my brows on because I feel like the formula is really soft. And that could be a good or a bad thing. If you like to have very natural, like you can draw every individual brow, a harder formula might be better. But honestly, for me, I like the way strong, like specifically on the outer corner, I like the way that looks when it's like stronger on the outside. So it's good for that. And I don't have to put too much effort into drawing the actual eyebrow and like the shape, because I feel like the harder formulas you like spend hours just like drawing the line on and just like trying to get out the goddamn door. And as you can see, I left the center kind of bare, and the reason for that is because I used the other end, which is like a powder end, and this will help create a sort of faded inner brow, so it's not like a harsh line that I created with like the pencil side. A good guide for where you want the middle of your brows to end is, I'm actually gonna contour my nose later, and where I contour is like right here, and you kind of want the end of your brow, or the beginning is, I guess, like the center of the brows, you want them to start there. All right. I've been quite enjoying the look of slightly lighter brows, so what I've been doing is taking this contour brow color from Pony Effect to slightly lighten the color of my brows. And if you already have really good brows and you just need to set them in place, using a brow mascara like this or something even with like color in it can be a good way of quickly just doing your brows, because one, they color it if you need them to be colored, and two, they'll set like your brows in place where they need to be. And there's the brows done. Now really you can just stop here, but I do notice that boys lately have been getting into contouring, so I'm gonna be contouring my face. Usually from what I've seen, like from like first glance, I'll usually see the jawline contoured most of the time, and some people will contour their nose, but I'm gonna do both because that's what I usually do. To contour my jaw, I'm gonna use the Magic Contouring Powder from Aritaum. And I wish they had a freaking like mirror instead of like some of us already know where to put it, but I guess if you don't know where to put your contour, this is a good guide for that. But it comes with two contouring powders. I'm gonna dip into the darker one and carve out my jawline right here. This is a pretty decent powder. It's really smooth and really blendable, and the color is really good. It's only like 8,000 won or something, so. However, it's only available in Aritaum. I don't think they have it online and ship it internationally, so I don't know. A good alternative would be the Too Cool for School one, the Art Class by Rodin, classic. And then I'm gonna dip into the lighter powder to kind of further contrast. This is lighter, so it'll blend out the darker one. I'm taking it up a little bit higher on my jawline. I actually don't notice that much highlight on, you know, Korean men that do makeup. However, I highlight as part of my daily makeup routine. So for a more natural highlight, I'm going to use the Ssinstealer one with a fan brush, just to have a little bit of glow. I've seen a lot of guys with like really good skin that just have that natural glow from after like do their skincare or whatever, or you know, some of their natural oils are coming through and they have that glow. And what I noticed is actually, even with sunscreen can give you that bit of glow to your skin if you're using the right amount. I learned from Wayne Goss that you're supposed to use a lot actually. So I noticed that when I start doing that, if I don't put makeup on top, I already have that, you know, glow. Just a little bit, just a little. Now, like I said, some Korean guys do, some don't contour their nose. I contour my nose, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the Ssinstealer one, of course. I've been on this like crazy. Cannot stop me. I'm gonna take these two, like the two middle shades. I'm gonna contour the tops, or like the sides of the bridge of my nose. This is where I usually start. And then I'll blend it into like the eyebrow. And whatever's left, I'll take it down the sides of the nose. Stopping like here. And then I'll go dip back into the two middle shades, tap off the excess. Then at the tip, going up the side. I rub the brush back and forth, blending some color on. I don't want to get too crazy. And one thing that is very important is that you see where this natural highlight is right here. Directly under that is where I'm gonna place some of that contour, because if I put it any lower and I put highlight like more down, it'll make my nose look like it's longer and it's like sloping downward. So I really make sure to contour the tip like that. And then I just go into the middle shade again, put it on the side, kind of connecting it to the middle, and then using this really deep shade. It's a very deep, very gray brown, really tapping off the excess, and then only going like the extreme sides and like directly under the nose, and then wiping off the excess, and whatever happens to be left on the brush, run it on the sides of the nose. Like that. And then I blend it out to make sure there's no harsh lines. Then after this, I go in with the Ssinstealer palette again, and then I'll just dip it in wherever, and then put a little right at the very tip. Take my brush, tap it like there, and then run it up my nose like that, making sure most of the highlights right here, so it looks like my nose is actually like longer here. So that is basically it. However, if you want to go a little step further and you want to kind of define your eyes, what you can do is if you have a contour palette like this where there's multiple shades, you can kind of use this like eyeshadow to add definition to the eyes. This is something I do quite often, as a lot of you might have already noticed. I'll just be taking 3 shades, one light, medium, and deeper. I kind of just contour my eye with it. This is something that I personally do, but I'll go in with this light shade here, put it on the mobile lid. I do this all with like one brush because it's really quick and easy. If you're using actual eyeshadows and like slightly more colorful or deeper shades, then you might want to be more careful with this and actually like take the time to do this. But put on the mobile lid, and then I'll go in with like this slightly deeper shade, and I'll put it on the mobile lid as well, but more towards the lash line. And then I'm gonna take like the very edge of the brush, dip it into the deepest shade, tap off the excess, maybe even touch it on the back of my hand, and I'll go along the lash line on the outer corner. It really does add definition as well if you have monolids. So this is a technique I've seen on Korean guys, so I'm just doing it myself where I have like very much double eyelids, but I think as long as you stay on the mobile lid, it really adds definition without looking like eyeshadow, because I noticed that as soon as you go past the crease or up into the crease, then that's when it kind of starts to look like, oh, they've got eyeshadow on. But I noticed if you leave it on the mobile lid and below, it remains like more natural looking. All right, that's it. That is the whole look. If I wasn't explaining this, it would have been like less than 10 minutes, but I wanted to make sure you guys know exactly what I'm doing. Make sure you check Will Cook's channel and his video that, you know, is part of this collaboration. If you want to see more of me, make sure you follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, both of which I always link down below, and the products will be down there as well. And yeah, if you have any questions for me, make sure you leave them down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone. Mwah.